Hello, today I'd like to go over with you a time management system. So this is a time management system that was written by Stephen Covey in his first book, which was called First Things First. And that's exactly what it is. It's a time achiever matrix. How can you achieve more in your day? And how can you be doing the things that's first things first, that's most important? So is what he came up with is he broke it into 4 quadrants. And the first quadrant is what we spend most of our time in a day doing. So what's urgent to you and what's important. So thinking of your day, think of the crises that happen, pressing problems, deadlines. Think of all those meetings, driven projects and preparing for things. So they're all our urgent, important things. They have to get done, don't they? Then the other area Stephen talks about is still important, but it's not urgent. So we just talked about quadrant 1, and that is our urgency. And quadrant 2 is this is quality. This is where we really want to be spending our time. You think about how you want to improve your business and empower your team. So this is where this fits in. Business planning, planning just the coming month or the coming year or the next 5 years. Looking at the direction of the business, building those really important relationships, so relationship building. So these are all things that get left till last, don't we? Because we're so busy working over in this area which is urgent and important. So these aren't really time bound as such, so they don't get done as well as we would like. So how can we find more time to do more things in our quality area? So that's where we look below into quadrant 3. Now quadrant 3 I call 2 things. Deception, so deception and hijacking of your time, and the other thing is distraction. So what gets you distracted in a day? It's not important to you. It may be important to the other person, and that's why it's become urgent for you. It might be that urgent phone call that comes in, but it's actually not that important. You could have actually delegated it to someone else to do, but before you know it, you've spent 20 minutes on the phone. If you can shorten your meetings and get the same message across in half an hour rather than an hour. Some emails, think of the emails all coming in all day. How often do you go and look at them? And some of them actually sounded very urgent, but at the end of the day it wasn't important on your time. So it's looking at what you can delegate. So that's where you can find time. The other area is in quadrant 4. And quadrant 4 is waste, and this is where we can really find some time. So look at all those trivia busy things we're doing in the day that actually are just time wasters. So when do you action these as we look at the 4 Ds? So the first area is, as we know, because it's urgent and important, we should do it now. So do it now, get it done. But then over here in quality, how do we get to spend the time in the quality area that we need? Well, is what you do is you decide when you're going to do it. And block that time out in your diary, but decide when, and then stick to it. And then down in the third one, what do we do with the things that distract us in the deception of time? We delegate. So if you could delegate all of that, just think of the time you would save yourself there. And then the last, in waste, I bet you know what I'm going to say, is dump it. Don't do it. And hopefully you'll save yourself a lot of time where you can start to spend a lot more time up here in the quality area. So I hope that's been value for you to go through your day and your week and your month and even your year and breaking your time out into these 4 areas. And I think it's the more time we spend up in that quality area is what makes us all happy and makes us feel a lot more fulfilled. So thank you, I hope that's been of use.